the day that Mitch Snyder died. And this Mitch Snyder, of course, was somebody who started a homeless shelter down in Washington, D.C., which was run by homeless people. So the idea is that people should be able to create a community where they can have control over their own basic conditions and how they were living. And unfortunately, of course, Mitch Snyder committed suicide eventually. But Jack wrote this poem about it and about the day that he heard about his death. Overwhelmed, one more time, I cracked out on this date, etc., and ended with no judgment, simple dismay. So I went out to load a 30-yard truck with 50 heavy metal desks by myself to prove the people who don't show up aren't needed. Well, they are. And I was so pissed. All that work to be done tossed back to the rest of us. Yeah, you see, no one sees the person behind the image. Cesar Chavez, Kip Turner, Dick Gregory, public people with private lives, personal anguish or joy we don't know and probably shouldn't. Mitch. Shit. I can only take so much of this. The need growing, the cries more strident. So we planted a garden outside the walls so appropriately of a chronic disease hospital in the middle of the harbor. Once the last stop for fatalized TB, pneumonia, now a way station for the chronically unhoused. Yeah, and they bus them to the harbor. Oh, not so bad as Devil's Island or Alcatraz, but we all get the message. Not in my backyard. So we wade bravely into 30 by 50 foot plot of swaying ragweed, mugwort, who knows, and spider grass, skunk cabbage, some hickory, tansy, Queen Anne's lace. Hell, I'm starting to make it sound nice. And we hack away at thick root systems and toss in the peat mouse, the limestone, the spade's fork in the fertilizer, turn them over and over. The fence posts don't just go in, they creamy slide into slops beaten from a grudging earth. We snake the fencing ground. We untied nation of ex-cons, cons to be, just sweet folk like you and me, and suddenly it's done. The bed's set, just waiting to be laid in. Then the seedlings, the tomatoes, the peppers, the flowers on the sides, the marigolds, geraniums. When it's over, sweaty, sad, glad, thrilled, that sunflower arched over, kneeling in God's own earth, an act of incomprehensible physical prayer for the agnostical maid and brothers and sisters in this miracle. Mitch, this is for you. This is our poem, our song. We wish you could have heard it. So that was